Hits 96.
Hits 96, Chattanooga's #1 hit music station. Gino D here with you. And once again, joining via Zoom, we're going to talk to the one and only Jax. Jax, welcome back to Hits 96.
Hits 96 was good.
Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with me. The last time we talked was about 6 months ago, September of 2022. We were riding the wave of Victoria's Secret. Absolutely huge. We're still playing it today. We love that song. Absolutely so much. But since those last 6 months, before we get into Cinderella Snapped, a new song that we're playing from you, I thought we'd kind of recap a little bit, because not only have you gone through some big changes in your career, but you've gone through some big changes in your life. And I want to kind of touch on all of that stuff. Yes, I see.
I'm sorry. Are you asking to see my ring? Okay.
Yes, of course. So before we get into that, we'll get into that in just a second. We'll kind of go in order here.
Okay.
Maybe we talk about what your biggest surprise was after Victoria's Secret hit. Let's talk career first. What was the biggest surprise riding that wave from that song?
I mean, all of it, literally all of it. It wasn't the song that was supposed to come out. Like, we were ready the week after to release something totally different. So it was like a lot of panic at first. So it's like a panic surprise, or is obviously awesome. On a personal front, like when I mix my career and how I see myself in the mirror, I definitely I had a crazy mental health journey with my body over the past year with Victoria's Secret. I knew I wasn't alone in it, but I didn't realize I really, really wasn't alone in it. Like there are massive communities, almost arguably all girls to some degree. Right. And even boys, they've all gone through similar things that I've gone through to different extents. And I got to meet a bunch of people, and that was the biggest shock, that I've been paying for therapy for so many years. And the thing that did it was just talking about it on TikTok with the kid I babysit. And then all of a sudden, it was I had this group therapy every day of my life the second I opened my phone, which is the healthiest I've ever been on my phone,
It must have been overwhelming knowing that your message resonated with so many people. I mean, that's just incredible. It was,
as a songwriter, you go through your whole life with $30 in your bank account, writing until something connects, being told you're not good enough, or this is too cheesy, or this is too this and that, be sexy, or be this and that. And for it to be the song that's 100% authentic to myself, to do something for the first time, I'm so beyond grateful that people care. And I feel like I can literally just retire. Everyone keeps yelling at me when I say that, but I'm I have no more goals. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. I know you're stay inspired, kids, keep hustling, but I'm out here I checked so many boxes. I checked all the boxes I ever wanted to check last year, and I don't know how much more I could possibly ask for. So this is just the coolest thing ever.
Well, you're uncovering more boxes, I'm sure, in your life. You'll find more to check off. Let's go to Cinderella Snapped now. That's the new song that we are playing. We love the song. I like how you took Victoria's Secret, kind of flipped that whole message on its head when it comes down to it. Now we're taking on the fairy tales. Talk about that. Talk about the inspiration behind the song, how you came up with it, the whole nine yards.
Well, first of all, thanks for playing it. I didn't even know that until now. And I appreciate you guys. It's cool. It's really cool for me. Radio is so cool. So my parents are losing their minds over there. I am not the first person to try and rewrite the Disney princess narrative, where it's the end goal was always the prince will choose his wife and she'll be the luckiest princess in the land. And I found this old book from when I was a kid, and my Nana had scribbled all over it. She says she rewrote it, but she didn't. She just basically crossed out and edited the part she didn't like, right? And when we found this, when my parents were cleaning out their house, I was I have to turn this into a song and take bits and pieces and kind of mix it with, my modern experience with, waiting around for a guy that was, sleeping around. And I waited for my glass slipper when I could have just been buying my own, and focusing on awesome other priorities other than just finding a husband. Right. And not that you shouldn't or shouldn't find a husband or whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that all these like fairy tales growing up, the end goal was to get married. And I wanted to just like kind of write a song where all the Disney princesses wake up and they realize like their worth, and they're like, yeah, I could, but also like I'm confident without any feet, said Ariel. I could buy my own glass slipper. Jasmine maybe made out with Mulan. Like,
No, I think it's great. They were able to kind of flip the fairy tale on its head, and it's clever, creative, and definitely another strong message behind it, which is really great too. So hats off to you. Hats off to you for that. I know that you spent a lot of the time in the last 6 months doing a little bit of not necessarily touring. That's a big thing that's coming up in the future, but you did do a bunch of Jingle Ball shows, for example, and you were able to perform with Wheatus. I mean, how was that? That was that was one of my favorite TikToks that you did throughout the last 6 months.
First of all, thank you. If you know, you know. Like, I'm such a fan. But literally, it gets better than that. Brendan, stayed here last week. And I felt so bad because we're redoing this bathroom right here, and there was no guest bathroom, so you had to keep sneaking in while we were sleeping to pee at night into our bedroom. But I loved Jingle Ball. I got to like meet all the people I was a huge fan of. I got to meet Sam Smith, which was crazy.
Awesome.
They're amazing.
No,
and
it's very cool. And of course, your TikToks are no strangers to the celebrity cameos. And you had a whole bunch of those that you keep adding to the list, including Paris Hilton and Nickelback. It's been pretty incredible. And you actually had a fun little thing, because as in the beginning of this interview, you showed we have a shiny new ring on your finger. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you were able to kind of spend some time with Nickelback, because I guess you guys wanted them to do a wedding song or something. Explain that a little bit, because that was kind of a cool little story.
We were like, please, like they commented on one of our videos. I was like obviously harassing them after that, being like, please come to our wedding. Like we'll do anything. Like it would be so epic to have Nickelback like play our first dance. And they were like, well, no, but we'll come over. And they like got on their plane and came to our house and like sat in our living room for hours. We just cracked a couple of beers and like played all the hits. And it was like, I feel like I've had this dream before. I'm like, it was so bizarre and surreal and amazing. And I was just dripping sweat out of sheer nervousness. And that's pretty much how every celebrity interaction has gone for me, because I'm just like a full-time fangirl, but
which is great. And you can see that the passion that you have and the love that you have for these people that join you on your TikTok and social media. It's really awesome. We're only running a few minutes now, so let's talk about the tour, because we're super excited about this. You're going to be opening up for Big Time Rush. Max is going to be performing as well. What can we expect from this tour, Jax?
Oh my gosh. You can expect absolute fulfillment just oozing from my pores, because Max has a baby and I'm gonna be like hanging out with that baby the whole tour. Some people party on tour. I'm out here like playing Legos with the baby. Just jealous of Max's life. I'm so excited. I get to play for the first time like a decent size set list with like new music, older music, some TikTok stuff. Maybe I have a piano up there. I'm going to break it down half on like piano and half just, meeting the crowd and little impromptu things. And then I have a kick ass, just awesome girl band. Like you have no idea how hard these women can shred. And I am so excited to see them on tour, because we did Jingle Ball, but like it's pretty quick. So, and it's like, pretty mapped out. We'll have a little more freedom, like creative freedom. So I'm so excited.
We are excited too. We're definitely looking forward to it. And the nearest dates that you'll be near Chattanooga anyway will be Nashville on July 24th and Alpharetta, Georgia on July 26th. So we will be sure to run on out there and see you live and do your thing. And of course, people can check out jaxwritessongs.com for details on the tour as well. Jax, this has been so much fun. Thank you for coming back and joining me via Zoom. And we appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck, and we'll continue to play Cinderella Snapped, okay?
I freaking love you. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
All right,
Thank
Jax.
you. I appreciate it.
Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's 90.